What exactly are we healing? I've been on this healing journey myself for quite some years now, and the majority of my work, I would say, has been done in the last few. In these last few years, what has really gotten me to where I am now is reconnecting to my divinity and my infinite nature. The fact that I am an infinite being and I become that which I create. This leads me to the idea of the self. You see, I had an idea of who I was, that I was wounded and I was traumatized, and all these things that I felt I needed to heal. The problem with that is that I'm still creating a self that is wounded, that is traumatized, and I have this idea of who I am rather than really just connecting to who I am. Ultimately, who I am is the divine infinite creator that can create an image or an idea of a self that is wounded and hurt, but I can also create an image of a self that is happy, joyful, abundant, and exists in my freedom and in my sovereignty. You see, what we're healing isn't always who we actually are. In fact, I would say what we're healing is not at all what we are. Instead, what we're healing is an idea of ourselves that we've created over our life that we then simply just have to shed and let go of, rather than feel as though there's a whole bunch of steps that we have to take in order to finally heal the problem. At the root of it is you. At the root of this healing and this trauma is your awareness of something that doesn't serve you anymore. That is you. That is your uniqueness. That is the divinity. That is your presence and your awareness. And from there, you don't have to become or be an idea of a traumatized and wounded self. When you step into that space, then you realize that maybe after all, there really is nothing to heal. Maybe you were and are perfect this entire time, and the only idea that exists of you is the idea that you create for yourself. I was in a truth session yesterday, which was great, and I highly recommend that. I would gladly pass on the names of the individuals who were leading it for me, as they're fantastic. And basically, I was asked the question of, does anybody else have stakeholders in who Aiden is? It's a great question. At the end of the day, I have 100% of a stake in who I am. And if anybody wants to project their idea of who I am onto me, that's great, but I don't have to take that on. I am that which I say I am, and I become that which I desire to create. And in some ways, I don't even have a say in who I am, because that was already created for me. I simply exist, and then I become that which was already there in the first place. That's what God made me as, and that is what I will be. That's it. I'm the creator. I live my life, and that's a beautiful thing, and I hope to inspire you into the same. So, welcome to Studio Raphael. Here we are discovering our infinite nature and stepping into our boundless sense of self. We're exploring that which we always are and always were and always will be, and we're simply creating a abundant, beautiful future for all of us to share together. So thanks for being here with me. I'm Aiden. This is Studio Raphael, and hopefully I'll see you around the studio sometime. Take care.